What is up, my kings and queens? It's your man Cassius King. Today, just wanted to make an updated video on the helicopter merge. Put a little bit more time into getting into the game files and seeing what's going on here. Why these helicopters are exploding on us. And so, it was brought to my attention that a couple of people had had trouble using the BR8 and the DR1 with their merges. And so I decided to run through a couple of little variables in their components and tests. And every single time I used one, this happened. So, I did have some successful merges from the Saddler that was merged off of PR4, the Panto, and the R88. As you guys should know, the Oscillate R88 and the PR4 came from the Casino Heist update. There was a weekend that they finally introduced the podium vehicles as the open wheel race vehicles. That was the first round of open wheel racing. The second one, the DLC, came in the summer, and we had the DR1 and this piece of shit right here, the BR8. So, when I looked into the game files, which I'll post for you now, there's a distinguishable difference between the two updates as far as open wheel vehicles are concerned. And if you go back and pause on the list, you'll notice that the BR8 and the DR1 have an extra number 1 as nothing. And it is tied as a child to its spoiler, which means they're basically inseparable as far as the vehicle identity is going, but that the front spoiler doesn't actually exist as an additional part. And if you look all the way over into the last slot, you can see that the entire nose and splitter is considered extra number 6. It's quite a change from the original vehicles. PR4 and R88 are the merge vehicles to use. They have the most amount of options, the most amount of extras that fit into categories that give you deleted or additional vehicle parts. And so I suggest that if you haven't had a chance to merge or mod any of your PR4s or R88s, or if you just simply don't have them because you don't use F1s or those type of vehicles, I suggest you work out a trade with your friends in some way so that you can get one. It's going to be very important for you to be able to successfully merge and keep your helicopters. As I had mentioned, the Panto obviously works. The Saddler will work if it does have its additional components, which I mean the roof rack, the bull bars, the workbox, the KC lights that are up above it on top. If it has all those extra additional parts added to it, and as well as the Stratum, which is an old school vehicle that some of you guys will know, has a special variant of the turbo with the spoiler, the splitter on the front end, the roof racks, and the moonroof. This can also merge to helicopters. Alright, and so the key is just going to be the components. As I said, I know the PR4 and the R88 are going to be your best friend. As you can see in the video, I'm just going to quickly push an R88 back down into my terabyte slot with the motorcycle that I had stored there. And I've spent a lot of time on this, digging through and dealing with the frustration so you guys don't have to. So just a word of advice for you is I would try to select from those 5 vehicles only, and if you're going to use to merge to helicopters, okay? And so quickly, I'm just gonna head on over to the casino and show another merge, and we'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, so now that we're here, just want to make sure that you get your Avenger to spawn on the map. You'll wait for it to stop blinking for a few seconds, and as soon as it does, you can go ahead and return it to storage. And now we're ready to merge. So I'm going to go ahead and try the Savage helicopter. It's one that was giving me trouble with the BR8 earlier. Services, submarine, request, touchpad, vehicles, Savage. Should spawn after a short delay. I'm just going to head on over there. Alright, and so here we are. You're just going to get into your helicopter, touchpad, go to services, request a terabyte. The R88 that is in my terabyte garage should be the donor vehicle that I get the mods off of. And due to the separation in the body parts, I should have a completely merged helicopter with no exploding. So the key to this whole thing is going to be the components, guys. I'll leave a link in the description. Just gonna head on over to my hangar. Alright, so now that I'm here in my hangar, just gonna quickly recall out my personal vehicle. Shows up on the map right away, and I'll head inside. I should get the full alert. And I have the original version of the Savage still stored, so I'm just going to choose to overwrite it, as I would like to get rid of that original version. If it is a modded version that you would like to keep, you can simply use a buzzard or something that you would like to overwrite to lose. I'm just going to replace the Savage, and it's stored. So as you can see, it's possible. The vehicle is the most important thing. I suggest that you take the time to use car to car and merge you some open wheel vehicles, the PR4 and the R88. You might have an old Sadler laying around that you like, and you can use that as a donor. And also the Panto if all the parts are added to it. This is about additional parts. Deleted parts will destroy your helicopters every time. And so I hope this has helped you guys. If you're into merging and you got some helicopters that you need to finish up for your own personal collection, feel free to take some time. Get your open wheel vehicles set up so that you can do that. Alright? Be easy, everybody. Have a good day. Peace.